Okay, so while working on the house here, we've installed chair rail, wall frames, baseboard for everything else except this last little spot right here, and this is where we plan to put in our own newel post. Basically with the wall frames, we've left enough room between each one of them to put in one regular sized board. Not knowing what we did here, we left a space open to be able to put the newel post in, and then the board would have been placed beside the frame right there on the right, and then giving us the distance for the newel post to the edge of the corner. Of course, doing this involved taking out the regular steps with the nasty carpet and putting in a new tread as well as riser. And finally constructing a newel post from basically all pine pieces and a lot of molding and trim work. For the newel post, I've basically made a notch or cutout for where it's going to actually intersect with the step. The rest of this is a construct of different sizes of molding and trim, as well as the other lattice pieces, quarter round, and this is where the baseboard is going to go on the bottom. And it basically all fits together neatly like this. Line it up just right. Tear the wall apart. There it is. Slide it into place. And when it's all said and done, it intersects with the notch and cutout for the step, where the additional trim is going to go here, and then ultimately the rest of it that gets hidden and pieced together as the thing comes together at the very end. These are the last pieces I've got to do on the side. This piece of trim on the top, the additional lattice piece that goes here, one along the edge, a piece along the back, another one along the top of the stair tread right here, and then the quarter round which goes all within it as we've done on the other faces. Last but not least, and this is the thing to learn when doing trim, is that you want to leave enough of a space so that when you finally put your baseboard in, that it hides the extra spot there so it looks as if the wood goes all the way to the floor when in fact it doesn't. And of course these will be cut at a 45 and wrapped around. The thing I'll have to do before cutting this piece is actually install the last piece of the baseboard, which this is the last piece of baseboard after doing the rest of the house. So you can imagine how excited we are to finally have at least this much of it come into completion. And the final piece that goes on here will be some sort of top like this that I've cut out. We'll put some edge trimming around to be able to hide the cut side of the wood right here where the grain comes through, and in the end, and when it's all painted and the steps are all completely replaced, etc., etc., we'll have a nice little newel post here. And the handrail that we took out that used to come right along the side here with the spindles will actually go up along the back wall, and that's where the handrail will be replaced so that it actually kind of goes up with the chair rail there. All sorts of fun and games here, that's for sure.